Hi guys, so it's Splash and Crash here. I'm here before the video actually starts. So, yeah. I just wanted to go over a few things that I did not know at the time of the recording. So, number one, this took an extremely long amount of time to record. And there's multiple hours of footage. So I'm going to split it into multiple parts. But like I'll refer to it like throughout the video. I still think that's gonna be one big video, but I didn't realize how long it truly was. So because of that, I'm splitting it to multiple parts. But you will hear me refer to it as a one video multiple times, and sometimes I'll say earlier in this video in some of like the later parts. That means earlier in this like chain of like earlier in this experiment. Okay? So I just want to get that out of the way. Yeah, also I am doing this on Nintendo Switch 2K20 because I don't have PS4 or Xbox One, which I know sounds crazy, and at this point it's like not worth buying one of those. So I'm just gonna get a next gen console. So yeah, like the roster shouldn't really affect this that much since it is a career simulation. So it's more about like the two players rather than who's on what team. So because of that, this is 2K20. And it also is Nintendo Switch because I didn't have an Xbox or a PlayStation. And yeah, so but that shouldn't really change like the way the simulation works. So yeah. If you have any other questions, ask them in the comments. And I can explain why I did things certain ways. So yeah, let's get on with the video. Hi guys, it's Splash and Crash here back with another video. And yeah, so I'm bringing you guys a 2K video. So I want to get a few things out of the way right off the bat. So first of all, this is 2K20. I do not have a next gen console yet. I didn't want to buy current gen because, I mean, like, I don't really need it if I'm gonna get next gen NBA 2K21, which I will get. Just been really hard to get an order in. Yeah. As you can see, I have rookie LeBron James on the Cavs and rookie Michael Jordan on the Bulls. So, the reason why I am doing this is because we're going to be doing a career sim versus. I know career sims have really blown up recently because of Click Productions in the past year. However, what you guys may or may not know is that Young Nero actually started career sims like a few years ago, and one of the ones he did was Michael Jordan versus LeBron James, because he actually did career sim versus, not just regular career sims. So yeah, I put Michael Jordan on the Bulls and LeBron on the Cavs. So I was originally going to do a rebuild, but I realized like having 2K20 rosters is going to take away from a rebuild, and it's not going to be that interesting. However, in a career sim or a career sim versus, the rosters really don't matter that much. So I think it's fine. I did put Michael Jordan on the Bulls and LeBron on the Cavs. These are the 2K rookie versions. I didn't change anything except I reduced the years pro to 0. And yeah, also LeBron is 17 and Jordan is 20. Because of the way the draft classes work, everyone's a year younger than they actually were. And I just straight up imported them. And I did make LeBron slash point guard because he is a slash, his actual like player. Not the rookie version, says small forward slash point guard. One more thing I'm contemplating about doing is moving Jordan to the small forward position so they'll match up. And like if you go to the coaching game plan, they're putting Zach LaVine at small forward. But I am going to move Jordan to small forward. All the settings are default, including injury. so they could get injured. So yeah, so we're gonna see who's gonna be better. Obviously, this is 2K, so it doesn't really mean anything for the real debate, but it's just going to be a little fun thing I want to do. Yeah, until I get next gen, I will be making 2K videos on current gen 2K20. Um, yeah, so I did make 2K videos in the past, but if you saw, the quality was way lower because I didn't actually have a capture card, so I was just recording with my phone. But now I have a capture card, so this is going to help a lot. And um, yeah, so let's just rebuild the rotation here. Yeah, Jordan's getting 38 minutes, and LeBron is getting 38 minutes. I am controlling the teams, but I have everything on auto, so it shouldn't really affect much. So, yeah, see you guys at the end of the first season. Okay, so here we are at the end of the season. Um, yeah, so some crazy things went down. As you can see, the Bulls went 57-25, which is ridiculous. LeBron does win Rookie of the Year. Michael Jordan was the front runner, but there is something I want to get into. Um, yeah, so let's just get past all these awards. Mike Budenholzer is Coach of the Year. All NBA teams. LeBron makes All NBA second team, and Jordan makes All NBA third team. All defensive teams. Neither of them make any of those. And yeah, they're obviously 1 and 2 on the all rookie teams. So yeah, like I did mention at the beginning of the video, I do have injuries on. And something crazy is that Michael Jordan actually got an MCL tear. So he missed a lot of the season. At the beginning of the year, the Bulls were on pace for 70 wins. Jordan ended up averaging 30 points per game. Yeah, so Michael Jordan was actually in the MVP race at the very beginning of the year because the Bulls, like I just mentioned, were on pace for 70 wins for the first 30 games of the season. But then Michael Jordan tore his MCL. So if you look at the Bulls, Michael Jordan had a ridiculous season, averaging 35 and 7 on 60% shooting. Like, that's just ridiculous. Only 31% from 3, but he didn't even attempt a full 3 a game, so that's fine. Zach LaVine was also amazing, averaging 26 points per game on great efficiency. Lauri Markkanen, he was okay, averaging 16 points per game, 7 rebounds on pretty bad efficiency, except from the free throw line, which he was really good from. Otto Porter was decent, and Wendell Carter was pretty horrible because he shot threes. This is 2K20, not 2K21, so they didn't. In this game, Wendell Carter's tendencies are not fixed, so he still shoots threes. However, he did average a double-double, which is pretty good. Over on the Cavs side of things, they went 49-33, which was good only for the 6th seed. So it looks like the East was really stacked, as all the teams that are pretty decent did well. And on top of that, you add 2 superstars to pretty bad teams. So yeah, it looks like the East did really well. LeBron averaged 28 points, only 4 rebounds, but 8 assists, with 2 steals, a block on 50, 36, 57 splits. Yeah, so he's a horrible free throw shooter, but he was pretty good from 3 and pretty great from the field. So yeah, he's already putting up prime LeBron numbers. Besides the rebounds, Colin Sexton averaged 19 points per game with about 4 assists. He didn't shoot well at all from 3, despite taking 6 attempts per night. But he was pretty efficient from the field, and he was really good from the line. Kevin Love is also pretty nice, averaging 17 points, 8 rebounds, almost 3 assists, which, okay, so I was going to say that's a career high for him, but apparently he averaged 4 assists per game in 2014, which is really good for a big man. Andre Drummond averaged 15 points, 13 rebounds, 2 steals, a block, and shot really well from the field. Not too good from 3. Darius Garland was actually pretty good, averaging 13 points and 7 assists. And the bench was pretty horrible. So, yeah, the Bulls right off the bat are doing really well. LeBron does get Rookie of the Year, but that's probably since Jordan got injured for most of the year. And also, LeBron averaged more assists, but Jordan was able to lead his team to wins. So let's simulate the round. LeBron is playing the Sixers, and Jordan is playing the Nets. So both of the teams have really hard matchups. Oh my god, the Bulls are up 3-0. Michael Jordan just swept Kevin Durant. And LeBron loses in 6. So, yeah. In the playoffs, LeBron averaged... Oh, okay, so he stepped it up. 31 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. But his efficiency took a hit. He was way worse from the field. But, yeah, so... He did step it up a bit. Let's just see. Did he have any help? Kevin Love played really well. Colin Sexton also played pretty well. Not great, but he was pretty good from 3. Michael Jordan. Let's see how well he played. Oh my god. He was ridiculous. Keep in mind, this is a rookie Michael Jordan. He averaged 37 points, 7 assists, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals, a block, on 60% from the field. He didn't even attempt. Yeah, he attempted a 3. He didn't have 3, but that doesn't matter. Oh my god, he was amazing in his first playoff series, and it doesn't look like that Kevin Durant, which might explain it a bit. So if we go over to the Nets, oh yeah, okay, so they didn't have Kevin Durant, but still an amazing performance. So let's simulate round number 2. Oh, Jordan's down 3-0 and he gets swept. Oh, that's gotta stink. And he was healthy too. So it's a major drop off in round 2. Let's see what happened. Okay, 20 points in game 4. 26. But he did have 5 steals in game 1. Oh, it was really close. But the Bulls blew a massive lead. The Bulls ended up blowing a 17-point lead in the 4th quarter. Wow. So that was a huge choke moment from Jordan. Levine wasn't too great, so I guess you can't blame it all on Jordan, but still, blowing that much of a lead. Game number 2, once again the Bulls blow a massive lead. The Bulls blew, this time, a 12-point lead, which isn't as bad, and Jordan did put up some crazy stats. But yeah, but they still did blow a lead. So the Bulls choked in that game. In game number 3, so the game was close at the beginning, but then the Bulls just got blown out in quarters 2, 3, and 4. Michael Jordan. Oh, okay. You can't say he didn't choke in this one. Only 12 points. Yikes. And in game 4, we saw it. Yeah, so overall, pretty horrible series for him. So let's see who wins the championship. Bucks Sixers versus Clippers Warriors. And it's Clippers versus Bucks. Giannis gets a ring. So in this new universe, the Lakers don't win, but the Bucks do win. So maybe Giannis is gonna stay. And the Clippers did make the finals. so they aren't in a horrible situation. Let's sim past this. Vince Carter makes the Hall of Fame, uh, which is definitely expected, and he probably will in real life as well. The draft lottery. Let's see. Neither team has a lottery pick, and the Pacers get the number 1 overall pick. So who will they take? Anthony Edwards or LaMelo Ball? Let me just make sure I have the right draft class in. Yes, I do. So who will the Pacers take? Anthony Edwards or LaMelo Ball? Let's see. We can also see who the Cavs and Bulls take. So with the first overall pick, the Pacers took Anthony Edwards. Kyle Lewis goes number 2, which makes no sense. Well, the Heat were really bad in sim. LaMelo goes 4. Obi goes 3 to the Jazz. Patrick Williams goes 5 to the Knicks. Obi Toppin to the Wizards. The Hornets get Denny Avdija instead of LaMelo Ball. Wiseman falls to 9. Yikes. Halliburton falls in this draft just like the real life draft. Celtics end up with Killian Hayes, which is a steal. Aaron Nesmith falls out of the lottery, so he falls just like in real life. Any other steals? Yeah. Oh, Jane McDaniels fell to 31, so that could be a steal. But yeah, so I also forgot to mention, I put them on 6-year minimum contracts so the team can build around them for the first 6 years. And they won't really affect the cap, so they can be successful. Already, even with pretty bad teams, both teams were really successful, as the Cavs were the 6 seed and the Bulls were the 2 seed, and were a championship contender. So yeah, it says Michael Jordan went up plus 19. That isn't true. He only went plus 3. It's just a glitch that happens when you import a player. Because I'm pretty sure I imported him in place of a 2-way contract. I don't know who it exactly was, but yeah. We didn't look at who each team got. So yikes. Bulls get a 56 overall, who they declined in Charles Bassey, but they do pick up Trey Jones, who is pretty decent. Isaiah Stewart too, the Cavs. Okay. But yeah, so Michael Jordan only went plus 3. That won't happen in the next year. LeBron also goes up. He goes plus 4. I replaced him for Dylan Windler. So, like, all of this is based off how much he improved based on Dylan Windler. Yeah, so it looks like Jordan's pretty bad at threes, but he is really good at everything else. Both of them should have 99 potential. I don't know exactly, but yeah, so let's sim to the next season and see how well. Both teams didn't really make that many improvements. But this was a weaker free agency class, as we saw in real life. So yeah, let's just sim. I'll import the 2021 rookie class, or draft class. So, yeah, there we go. So let's sim to the next season. So yeah, guys, here we are in the regular season. Michael Jordan is the best player on his team, which is expected. He's getting less minutes than the previous year, which doesn't really make much sense. If anything, he's probably getting more minutes, but looks like the Bulls are deeper, so I didn't really see that. CPU was able to bring in Isaiah Thomas, who isn't even in the rotation. Okay. They re-signed Thad Young, and they were able to retain a lot of players. But yeah, outside the rotation, they still have Daniel Gafford. They also have Jeff Teague and Tyreek Evans, which is pretty good. The Cavs have the same starting vibe, just like the Bulls. For the bench, it's pretty much the same, except Kevin Porter got better. Shetty Osman got better. Trey Burke is now on the team. LeBron is getting 36 minutes. So, yeah. See you guys at the end of season number 2. Okay, so we're back, and just look at this stat line by Giannis, who wins MVP. 34 points, 15 rebounds, and 6 assists. Like, he's continued to put up most improved player numbers. Like, yeah, see, this is what happens if you actually play your superstar. Like Budenholzer. Giannis should not be playing only 30 minutes per game in the playoffs. Okay, Rookie of the Year goes to LaMelo Ball, who averages 20 and 12. Sixth man goes to LaMarcus Aldridge. Depoy goes to Anthony Davis. Most improved goes to Ja, who improved quite a bit, but already had a ridiculous season, even compared to his actual rookie season, which was really good. And Rick Carlisle of, I believe, the Mavs, I don't think he switched teams, wins Coach of the Year. All-NBA first team, neither of our players. And also, yeah, the Bulls went 49 and 33. From what I saw, Michael Jordan did not get injured, so it just looked like they choked. Yeah, so if we go to games played, he played 79, so he was healthy this year. And he averaged 27, 5, and 6, 2 steals, 2 blocks, and an efficiency drop-off. So he was worse, not that much worse, but the team was obviously not nearly as close to where it was before. However, I can't say the Cavs were not healthy. Oh, LeBron played 75 games, but overall, the Cavs weren't healthy. Yeah, he had 4 triple-doubles this year. So yeah, he got better at rebounding. His scoring did go down, and his assists did go down. His overall minutes did go down by a bit, but not too much. Another thing I want to look at is just, well, Siakam's really good in 2K now. Used to be horrible. They both make all defensive second team, which is good. Any of their teammates on the all rookie teams? Nope. So yeah, let's advance to the playoffs. Okay, so the Cavs go 28 and 54. Yikes. They had a horrible year. The Bulls also had a massive down year, but but the Bulls are still the 3 seed despite that down year, and somehow the Wizards were the 1 seed. Yeah, so something's up. Isaiah Thomas went from not in the rotation to having a really good bounce back year, averaging 14 points per game. Yeah. And yeah, it looks like he came off the bench, so maybe should have won 6th man of the year. Yeah, the Cavs, Colin Sexton just needs to step it up a bit. Darius Garland had a horrible year. Yikes. Yeah, he had a huge down year. So the Cavs, but at least they'll have a good draft pick. Yeah, so somehow the Wizards were the 1 seed. Okay. I don't think they made any big changes because Anthony Davis was still on the Lakers. Yeah, so no. Okay. John Wall got back up to an 89. Rui's an 83. Mo Wagner's an 81. What? They got this Jordan McLaughlin guy who I've seen a bit in 2K. I don't really know how good he is, and they traded for Rashawn Holmes. So apparently that got them a 1 seed. But yeah, so LeBron doesn't even make the playoffs. Jordan is playing the Hawks, who are really good in 2K Sim. But this is before that crazy offseason. I highly doubt they pulled all that together. And yeah, it looks like Jordan's down. He was down 3-1, and the Bulls go out in 6 games. Yikes. And in the playoffs, Jordan, he stepped it up again. So it looks like he's really good in the first round. What did his team do? Levine was, overall scoring-wise, he went up. His threes did go down. Lloyd Markton had a great series, was super efficient. Wendell Carter was horrible, though. Oh my god. For some reason, they picked up Al Horford. And Yeah, they probably traded Otto Porter for him, which makes no sense. So yeah, let's just simulate the playoffs and see who wins the championship. In the first two seasons, neither team had had much luck. In season number one, the Bulls were really good, but okay, so the Hawks swept the one seed, and we have Luka versus Trey in the finals. Luka wins in 7 games, averaging a 27-point triple double. Okay, I would love a Luka versus Trey finals, but I'd rather have the Celtics in the finals because they are my favorite team. Melo retires; he is in the Hall of Fame. We are not going to let the shot clock change to 35 seconds. And yeah, so let's sim the draft lottery. The Cavs could get a top. The Cavs are gonna have a really good pick. See what the Cavs get the number one pick. So looks like them being horrible was a blessing in disguise, as LeBron is most likely going to get a star next to him, potentially Cade Cunningham. So yeah, let's see who LeBron gets. And okay, the Cavs take Cade Cunningham with the first overall pick. LeBron has a superstar teammate to work with. Wow, what a turn of events. So yeah, that was they actually land the number one overall pick. The Bulls don't get much. They draft Trey Man, but decline him. And they take Adam Miller. I don't know who that is. So, yeah. Let's go past free agency. Let's see if either team signs anyone big. This is a big free agency class, so maybe the Bulls can try to make up for it by like by signing like Kawhi or Giannis. Giannis sometimes gets an extension, so he might not be in the class. Let's see. Okay, so free agency is over. So let's see. The Bulls don't sign anyone big, but Jordan's up to a 92, Levine's up to an 87, Markton's up to an 86, Carter's up to an 85, White's up to an 82. They got this guy Trevor Bullitt, who went up plus 11. Isaiah Thomas does get a bit worse, though. Over on the Cavs side of things, they don't add anyone, but they did draft Cade Cunningham. So it looks like Darius Garland's going to be their sixth man. But yeah, that is huge. LeBron gets a future superstar teammate. He already has Colin Sexton, who's developing really nicely. Cavs are in a great position to be great. Also, another thing is LeBron is 3 years younger than Jordan. Sorry, let me fix that up a bit. Okay, sorry about that. I accidentally stepped on a wire and it unplugged the capture card. So yeah, it's simming, but like I said, LeBron is 3 years younger than Michael Jordan. So, he's probably going to be in the league for longer and he has more time to develop. So yeah, 2022. So that is the Chet Holmgren draft. So I know Moni Bates is probably going to reclass into 2022, but like it isn't absolutely confirmed that he will yet. So that's why I didn't have him reclassify. But yeah, it's crazy. LeBron's in his third year and he's only 19. He's the same age as Cade Cunningham, who's a one and done rookie. That's crazy. Jordan also has a decent young core around him. Yeah, we haven't really seen a matchup between them. Yeah, so let's go to the end of the regular season and see who does better in season number 3. Okay, so we're back, and Giannis wins his 4th straight MVP. Wow, that's crazy. Our Rookie of the Year goes to Jalen Green, not Cade Cunningham. Kyle Lowry wins 6th Man of the Year. He is still in Toronto, averages 13-7 off the bench, but doesn't shoot all too great. And Michael Jordan wins Defensive Player of the Year. What? The Bulls were 47-35, so they've consistently been getting worse and worse as a team, but Jordan has been getting better and better as a player as he's now Defensive Player of the Year. He's a good three-point shooter. He only attempted 53s, or 49 threes, which was a career low, but he still shot well. Kevin Huerter wins Most Improved. So he shoots 50, 40, 90, and yeah. Rick Carlisle is coach of the year with only 53 wins. The league is extremely balanced now. It looks like Michael Jordan has taken a lead as he is All-NBA first team. LeBron is All-NBA second team. Yeah, it's kind of funny. So we have LeBron, we have the imported LeBron, and we have Ben Simmons, who was supposed to be the next LeBron. Yes, LeBron is All-NBA second team. So yeah, this is more of a actual LeBron James stat line because, the rebounds were low, but yeah, he's gotten better at rebounding. 26, 7, and 8. He's shooting about the same from 3, so he hasn't really improved in that department, but yeah, he is looking like a really good three-point shooter as it was the career high in volume. James Wiseman in his second season is All-NBA third team as he's a really good three-point shooter apparently. Michael Jordan is obviously All-Defensive first team after getting that. LeBron isn't even All-Defensive second team. Wow. I mean, he was competing with a ton of players, and it kind of makes a bit sense. Cade Cunningham, not even All-Rookie first team, he's All-Rookie second team, averaging 17-6. That's not All-Rookie. What? Jalen Suggs, the 10th overall pick for the Lakers, averaged 18, 4, and 4. I don't really know if you consider that better. Brandon Boston averaged 17, 8, and 6. Jalen Johnson averaged 18, 5, and 6. I guess you could give it to him. Kuminga averaged 20 and 8, and obviously Jalen Green averaged 24, 6, 5, and 6. So it was a really good rookie class. Evan Mobley was also really good. Scotty Barnes was pretty decent. Isaiah Todd was horrible. I mean, he was a good playmaker for a big. Kai Soto was at average 14 and 8. So, yeah. The Cavs were a game behind the Bulls. Wait. Oh my god, we have Michael Jordan versus LeBron James. What? Okay. That is crazy. So let's just look at the team stats and then we'll get right into it. We have Michael Jordan versus LeBron James. That is crazy. So Colin Sexton has his best year. Cade Cunningham, we saw him. Darius Garland somehow gets better, which makes no sense after coming off the bench. But yeah, I guess he's young. Kevin Love does well. Andre Drummond, yeah, his scoring has went down, but that isn't really a bad thing. It's just the players around him have gotten better. Yeah, Kevin Porter, he needs to work on his efficiency, but he is a nice scorer off the bench for the Bulls. Michael Jordan has continued to assert himself as by far the best player on this team. Zach LaVine, after that first season, he was never really able to be that really good scorer. He's always been 21, 22 since then, but never really amazing. Kobe White's averaged 13 and 7, 5 rebounds, and he shot really well. So that's a plus. Wendell Carter still struggling with shooting, but averaging nearly a double-double. Trevor Blewett guy did well. Isaiah Thomas, yikes, he regressed. Per 36, he's the same player. He just needs more minutes. but he did take a hit efficiency-wise. And Daniel Gafford was pretty great off the bench in limited minutes. So yeah, let's simulate. LeBron wins game 1. LeBron wins game 2. LeBron wins game 3. Michael Jordan just got swept. Michael Jordan just got swept. Okay, so throughout the series, Jordan, who has probably his worst playoff performance ever. Maybe you could say the the second round from his rookie season. But yikes, he played, like, by his standards, he played horrible. No, 24 points per game. And LeBron was amazing against the Defensive Player of the Year. He shot 50%. His efficiency actually went up, and he was playing against he was matched up with the Defensive Player of the Year. God damn. And, like, I want to see, so Osman, okay, but Cade Cunningham wasn't, Cade Cunningham was good, but it looks like Michael Jordan just straight up got outplayed and he got swept by LeBron. And it looks like LeBron's playing Giannis in the, let me make sure, do they still have Giannis? Yes, they do. Jay Green, that's not Jalen Green, right? JaMychal Green, okay. They have Dwight Howard, who's still providing good minutes despite only being a 76 overall. Eric Bledsoe's regressed. It looks like Middleton is either not. It looks like Middleton got injured, but he was playing really well when he was healthy. See, is Middleton healthy? Because if Middleton is injured, this could be LeBron's time to take over. No, Middleton is healthy, but Bledsoe is out, or is at least like kind of injured. Cavs take game 1. Cavs take game 2. No way. He just swept. What? LeBron hasn't even lost a playoff game this. LeBron just swept Giannis. My God, Giannis was. What? He's averaging 41, 14, and 5. What? He's averaging 41 a game. Game number 1, Giannis had 46. Oh my God. He's absolutely cooking. And in this first series, Giannis was, okay, he had 40-20 in game 1, 42-10 and 7. 50-9. Yikes. Giannis has been amazing, but Giannis is, like, obviously the best player in the league right now. It's pretty clear. But LeBron is just steamrolling through the league. Oh, he takes his first 3 losses. And he loses in 6 to the Celtics. But he was able to take his team to the conference finals. They'll probably be back in, like, next year. Oh my God, an extremely successful year for LeBron. MJ's kind of looking suspect. Kemba Walker leads the Celtics to a championship despite only being 82 overall, but that's besides the point, as Luka Doncic makes a statement having a 61, 9, and 7 game. Game number 7, he had a triple-double. He kind of choked in game number 2. Sorry if I'm not, like, completely focusing on 2 best players. It's just really fascinating to, like, see how the 2K sim works. But yeah, so LeBron took his 5-seeded team all the way to the conference finals, which is really good. Reject all of that. Don't need league realignment. So did either team get a lottery pick? No, but the Hawks have OKC's pick, and I'm pretty sure they're a playoff team. So a playoff team might at Chet Holmgren. So the first overall pick goes to the Hornets. Okay, that's pretty cool. The Cavs have their own pick and Milwaukee's pick. You both have pick 24. So let's sim past the draft. See who gets picked with what. Let's see who the Bulls get and who the The Bulls take Tyson Weddington, a center. They take another center in the second round, who's oh, okay. This guy looks like a steal Jamie Callaway, but they don't want to pick him up. He's the same overall as the other guy. Looks like they have pretty much the same skill set. Jamie Callaway has more badges. He's also going to be on a cheaper deal, and he's younger, and for some reason they don't want him over the other guy. John Powers. Ooh. They took a Euro stash. Okay, so he could be pretty good. Omer Manses. Okay. So, when he comes over to the Cavs, see, does either team get any free agents? Both players now have 3 years left on their deal. It looks like LeBron's probably going to re-sign. I don't know about Jordan in the next few years because his team, other than his rookie year, it hasn't been too great. Like, they are developing the core around him, but they haven't done much to make the team better, really. So, the Bulls, they need to really start making moves. The Cavs drafted Cade Cunningham, and they've still been able to retain all the good players from before. So it looks like the Cavs are definitely doing something to help LeBron, unlike the Cavs originally. So yeah, it looks like LeBron's a 97 overall at just age 20. Cade Cunningham's an 86. Colin Sexton's an 86 as well. Yeah, so it looks like LeBron has his... definitely Cade Cunningham is the second best player. Colin Sexton's probably the third best player. The Bulls don't sign anyone, but they do finally let go of Wendell Carter, which is probably for the better. I actually cut Shaq Harrison like a few years ago, just because in order to sign Jordan to a actual deal, not a two-way deal, I need to cut someone, so I ended up cutting Shaq Harrison. And he hasn't been signed since, but he finally made his way back onto the Bulls. Okay. But yeah, so this team, they're gonna start Daniel Gafford, which I think is actually gonna make them better. Since Wendell Carter is so bad in 2K. But yeah. Let's see, the Amoni Bates draft is coming up. So, like the Amoni Bates draft is coming up, so this would be the year to tank, because as we just saw, like tanking works because the Cavs were able to. I mean, it was mainly because of injuries, but they did like technically tank for like they did technically like tank. Sorry if I'm stuttering a bit. But yeah, so let's load in 2023. This is the Amoni Bates draft. 2024 is the Bronny, Mikey, and DJ Wagner class. Okay, so oh yeah, Michael Jordan's up to a 96 overall. LeBron's up to a 97. Yeah, so the Bulls are most likely starting Daniel Gafford, which I think could really help them out. And the Cavs starting five looks like this. Cade Cunningham. So it's pretty much the same starting five as last year. In fact, it actually is the exact same starting five. Yeah, so Cavs also haven't really done much except retain everyone. But however, adding Cade Cunningham really, like, that was the one addition they did make, and that was a huge one. Ooh, yikes. Isaiah Stewart's down to a 66 overall. I mean, wait, never mind. He's up to a 76, but because of injury, yikes. But Isaiah Stewart has also developed really nicely for the Cavs, and looks like a good pickup. And outside of the guys they have, like, in their rotation, they also have some really good players. Norvell Pell was really good last year, averaging 5 points and 7 rebounds, but did average 2 assists. which is extremely promising since he only played 17 minutes per game, so that was 4 assists per 36. Larry Nance was good, and they did bring in Duncan Robinson, who I do not like because I'm a Celtics fan, but, I mean, he should provide some shooting off the bench. Yeah, so the Cavs are in a really good position. The Bulls have a good team, and they have like nice young core around Jordan. But like they don't really have that superstar. The Cavs are able to bring in Cade Cunningham, and he is like most likely going to develop into a superstar. So I don't know. The Bulls really need to like do better at putting talent around Jordan. Either that, or they have to hope that one of the players they do have around him progresses. So yeah, that's it for part 1. Part 2 will be released very soon, and yeah, part 1 only took it only had 4 seasons in it. That shows you how in depth I've been going in with this. So yeah, I've put a ton of effort and time into this project, so I would really appreciate it if you would support me by liking and potentially even subscribing. So yeah, comment down below your thoughts in the comments below. I'll try to get part 2 out as quickly as possible. I have all the footage ready, just need to put it together and edit it all.